Have you ever heard the saying, wisdom isn't measured by age? Well, today's story is the perfect example of that. It all starts with a king who desperately needed a wise advisor to help him rule his kingdom. He sent his most trusted official on a grand quest to find the most talented person in the land. The official traveled for months, asking clever riddles and posing difficult challenges, but he found no one who truly impressed him. Just as he was about to give up, he passed by a farm. There, he saw a father plowing a field with an ox, while his young son followed behind, breaking up the large clumps of soil. Wanting to test them, the official stopped his horse and boomed, "Hey, old man, tell me, how many furrows can your ox plow in a single day?" The farmer was about to answer when his son, who couldn't have been more than 7 or 8, piped up. "Sir, if you can tell me how many steps your horse takes in one day, then I can tell you how many furrows my father's ox can plow." The official was stunned. This wasn't just any child, this was a prodigy. He quickly asked for their address and galloped back to the palace to tell the king. Intrigued, the king decided to test the entire village. He sent them a royal decree along with a gift, 3 large bulls and 3 baskets of the finest rice. The decree stated that within 1 year, the village must return 9 baby oxen, or they would all face severe punishment. The villagers panicked. Bulls can't give birth. They held meetings day and night. But no one could figure out a solution, just when all hope seemed lost. The clever little boy spoke up. "This is a gift from the king," he announced. "We should celebrate. Let's slaughter 2 of the bulls and cook 2 baskets of rice for a grand feast. My father and I will take the last bull and the last basket of rice to travel to the capital and sort this out." His father was terrified. "Son, if we eat the king's gift, what will we have to return?" But the boy was confident. "Just trust me, father," he said. Once they reached the capital, the boy went straight to the palace gates and began to cry his heart out. His wailing was so loud that the king himself came out to see what was wrong. "Young man, why are you crying so miserably?" the king asked, wiping his fake tears. The boy replied, "Your Majesty, my mother died long ago, and now my father refuses to give birth to a little brother for me to play with." The king couldn't help but chuckle. "That's absurd. A man can't give birth." The boy looked the king straight in the eye and said, "Then why, Your Majesty, did you order my village to make 3 bulls give birth to 9 calves?" The king roared with laughter. He was outsmarted, but he wasn't ready to give up just yet. The next day, he sent a messenger to the boy with a tiny sparrow and another impossible task: prepare a 3-course meal from this one tiny bird. Without missing a beat, the boy handed the messenger a sewing needle. "Please take this back to the royal blacksmith," he said calmly. "Ask him to forge this into a butcher's knife large enough for me to prepare the sparrow." At this, the king knew he had found his genius. He was so impressed by the boy's quick wit that he rewarded him and his father handsomely. But the story doesn't end there. Soon after, an envoy from a rival kingdom arrived with a challenge. He presented a conch shell with a complex, spiraling path inside and dared anyone in the court to thread a string through it. All the king's ministers tried and failed. Frustrated, the king summoned the clever boy one last time. The boy simply took the shell and began to sing a little tune. "Let's find a tiny ant and tie a thread around its waist. Put some tasty grease on one end of the shell and some paper on the other. The ant will smell the grease and crawl right through, pulling the thread behind it." The king followed the boy's instructions, and just as he said, the ant crawled through the shell, threading it perfectly. The foreign envoy was speechless. From that day on, the king appointed the brilliant boy as his chief advisor, and he remained in the palace, helping the king rule with wisdom for many years to come. What an incredible story about the power of thinking outside the box! If you enjoyed this tale, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.